there, and I probably wouldn't, I'd be on some island somewhere, but I don't own everything I sell, but I own a lot of the items, especially in the sort of home category and the gardening category, because we carry such great stuff. I got this the day it came out. It's from Sunjo. It's our portable 24-volt cordless power sprayer. Anybody out there that has always wanted to have a pressure washer, but doesn't want to plunk down $200 or $300 and doesn't need that kind of power, because a regular pressure washer, if you use it on your house, guess what it's gonna do? It's gonna take the paint off the house. That's how powerful they are. This gives you enough PSI to get in all the cracks and crevices, way more than your ordinary garden hose. In fact, it's about 5 times the power pressure than a regular garden hose. It kicks it up. There are so many cool aspects to this. It turns any ordinary garden hose into a pressure hose. You don't need a separate compressor. Everything is built right in. And it's battery operated, which means you don't have to plug it in. It works on batteries. So if I'm using this on the car, I don't have a cord hanging down. You have a couple ways that you can supply this with water, which I think is even more brilliant. You can attach it to your garden hose, like most people do, but you ready for this? And I don't even know if Nicole knows this. It comes with a siphon hose that you can put this, if you live near a lake, you can pump the water out of the lake and use it with the Sunjo pressure washer. You could pump it out of a bucket. So let's say you're washing your car and the hose doesn't reach. You fill a bucket with water. Watch, watch, watch. She's got nothing plugged in there. She is freely washing her little portable, whatever that, those little 4-wheelers, and she doesn't have a hose attached. She doesn't have a wire attached because it's a battery powered, and she's got a water source. It's brilliant. It's $99.95. I use this pretty much twice a week, whether I'm washing the cars or I'm cleaning I get the little mud daubers on the house, blow those things off. It comes with a sprayer that has multiple different types of sprays. So if you want to go laser jet or fan spray or trickle, you can even water your plants with this. 691-879. Thank you for, Justin, thank you for waiting there, because there's a lot to talk about with this machine, but the best part is, totally cordless way to wash your car. Love that.
Totally cordless. Hey, I knew you were going to have a lot to say, because I know you love this. There's not a lot to not like about it, all right? I mean, it's just minimal setup. It's convenient. You don't have to worry about lugging out that pressure washer. Like I was saying, if you want to use this multiple times a week or multiple times a month, lugging out that pressure washer means having to plug it in. That's a 30-foot cable. Having to get your hose connected. How about the other hose that's connected to the wand? Now you've got 100 feet of hose. With this, we're completely cordless. And we're running off a 24-volt lithium-ion battery. What I love about Sunjo is if you picked up any of the Sunjo products that are 24-volt batteries, you can use this with your power sprayer. So now you double the time. So you have about 30 minutes of runtime. The other thing is, what makes this different? Obviously, it's a pressure washer in your hand. So what that makes it easier for you to do is go out to the car. If you live in a condominium or apartment, you don't want to be able to have the space, or maybe you don't have the space available for a pressure washer. Now you can fill up a bucket. Why can you fill up a bucket? Because instead of using your traditional garden hose, you get that 20-foot siphon hose. So you throw it in a bucket, throw it in your pool. If you're thinking about going to the beach with all the kids and you're sick of bringing all the sand into your car, fill it up with that salt water, bring the bucket to the car, and start spraying. But this is going to give you 5 times more pressure than your regular garden hose, and it's battery operated. Perfect for the cars like we were talking about. You've got all the power that you need. You've got 5 different nozzles right here, so you don't have to worry about switching it. The other thing I like about it, Guy mentioned it, if you want to conserve water, use this for spraying all of those delicate plants, those hard-to-reach plants, and all of that pressure to clean all of that filth and grime off of your vehicle. What you were seeing in that video as well is that you can go ahead and detach this front wand right here, and I can go ahead and put on a bunch of different attachments. So now I basically got a car wash built right here, so I can take care of all of those hard-to-reach places with the wand. And if I want to go ahead and start scrubbing all of the wheel wells, I can do that too. Guy, it's convenient, it's easy, it's simple, and it's the power. And ultimately, this is the future when it comes to power washes, because it's battery operated.
Dude, and the fact that you get this brush, I mean, I want you to think about what you can clean now. You can clean anything, your cars, your vans, your SUVs, your camper, your boat, all that stuff. What about even your windows? What about your shutters? You get all these attachments to go along with it, the extender nozzle, and then of course the multi-sprayer, which allows you to do all that. But let me show you really quickly. One of the things I love about Sunjoe is their interchangeable batteries, because I now have I have 4 different items. I've got I have the garden sprayer, I have this, I've got 2 other items, and I love the interchangeable batteries. And if you look right here, there's a compartment underneath. There's your battery, all right? I'll pop this battery out to show it to you. Try not to knock everything over here. On the battery, there's a little battery gauge. When you hit the button there, it tells you if you're juiced. See, all those 3 lights are lit, which means I have plenty of power in here. So all you need to do is you open it up, and honestly, it's never been easier. You take the battery, all right, pop it in, close it. There's a little safety switch on the side. You depress that, and you squeeze. Hear it? That is applying pressure to whatever water you put inside there. And again, it is so cool. I think I even impressed Nicole when I was like, you don't even need a water source other than a bucket of water. So if you've got like a 5-gallon bucket, and like you said, to your point, you want to wash the kids' feet off because they've been playing in the sand, you can bring this in your car to the beach and wash off their feet. You've got water. I mean, you could go to a lake, a pond, whatever it is, and you can access water. You don't have to go straight to the garden hose, but moreover, you don't have to plug this in to power. And you know, Justin, realistically, when I use this, I never use it more than like probably about 30 to 40 minutes, and you get plenty of charge on this, even longer than that. Mine has never died on me. I just bring the battery back in and recharge it every time. So you get ample time to use it, but you don't have to find a plug. And that's huge, especially a lot of people with boats. You know, they go down to the marina, they take the siphon hose and they just throw it in a bucket of water and they rinse their boat off. And there's no line waiting for the hoses like everybody waits when they go to the marina and they're waiting for the guy to finish washing off his boat. You can do it yourself. If you want to pick it up today, it's $99. Same price I paid for it. It's a great price. I think when it first came out, it was $129. They've lowered it down to $99 so everybody can afford it. 30 days to try it, and because it's from Sunjoe, you get a 2-year warranty on this. I have been tickled about this. When I gave it to my son, who thinks he knows everything about everything, oh, it's not gonna be as good as a pressure washer. I'm like, yeah, but pressure washer, I gotta plug it in. I gotta take the whole unit out. It's a big compressor that goes along with it. I'm like, dude, this is all I need. I got this, I can wash my car and I can do it easily. And so what did I do? I said, you try it. He tried it. He's got this little Subaru that's all jacked up and he thinks he's really cool. And he was out there and he's like, hey, Dad, that thing's cool. I said, yeah, I told you. He goes, it's really good. Like, I clean my tires in the car. So anyway, smart, you know what, kid tested, and also grown-up tested, and you can clean anything with it. It's 691-879. Show us a couple more things that you could do with it, Justin, would you, buddy?
God, I want to hear more about how your son is totally like you, right? But you know what? I mean, it doesn't, you're right. It's age approved. Okay, it's pain in the butt approved. Everybody who's tried this loves it because it's simple, because it's not a pain in the butt. It's not the lugging out the big piece of machinery, having to plug it in. If you don't have access to, for instance, a hose or a spigot, or now you don't have access to an outlet, it's completely cordless. You can build a house off an 18-volt lithium-ion rechargeable battery drill. This is 24 lithium-ion battery power. It's from Sunjoe. Guy mentioned it. If you have any other Sunjoe products, if you want to pick up an extra battery, highly recommend it. You're going to double the time, but you're also multiplying the power of your regular garden hose by 5. The reason why I showed you that the siphon hose first is because there's no pressure there. We're taking it where we're multiplying the hose with the bucket. But with this, you can go ahead and you start cleaning everything off if you want to. If it's the garden hose, if it's being able to just spray everything off, all of that dirt and grime that's on the garage door. And the other thing I want to show you is we talk about, for instance, if you have any of those pavers, if you have any of that decking, you can take it right to the decking and start cleaning off all of that mud. It could just be right after that rainstorm. The other thing about this too is, if you have any of those cushions, for instance, how many times do we leave those cushions up? None of us ever bring that cushion in from the rain, right? The rain just starts to build up and maybe the mildew starts building up on all those cushions. take this to those cushions that you have out back and just start spraying all that off. If it's the mildew, if it's the gook and grime that's been just stuck on there for months at a time. And the other thing too is you can reach up high. You were talking about those wasp nests, maybe the mud wasps. The benefit to having 5 times the power of a regular garden hose is that you have the reach now, guys, to be able to reach anywhere you want instead of having to get on a ladder or try and put your thumb on the end of that hose and try and reach anywhere that you can.
All right, all I'm telling you is get it, all right? You got 30 days to try it, and once you try it, you're gonna be like me, you're gonna be like, what? Nothing to plug in? I love that we've come a long way with batteries, and the fact that, because batteries make your life so much easier, you're never connected to anything, take it anywhere you go. You will love this. It's $99.95, try it for 30 days, get a 2-year warranty from Sunjoe, and all the batteries are interchangeable when you buy your other Sunjoe products. Justin, thank you, buddy. Good to see you.
Thank you, guys.
Nice,
all right,
nice work. All right, 691-879. We're going to step away. We've got some information from Dal.